Alright, so look, I'm gonna get straight to it. No wasting time. Here are two things I wish I knew a lot sooner. If I knew these two things, I would have made 10x the progress, 20 times the progress. Look, I wish I knew. First one, I wish I knew that every single day I am wasting time. Even though I trained, I still wasted time, especially if I haven't, or especially if you haven't signed pro yet. So look, first one, every single day I am wasting time, especially if you're over the age of 16. Look, second one, I wish I knew how to actually lock in, how to act like fully go 100% and lock in for a couple weeks, couple months, even a year to 2 years. Just like actually lock in. So number one, time is running. You need to understand that. Look, if you are not talking to coaches, if you are not training properly, if you are not doing extra work, literally the whole main point is if you're not doing extra work, you need to understand that every single day time is running. Especially the players here in the US, we need to understand the competition is super high, that you're barely gonna get an opportunity. If you don't go out there, show yourself to coaches, you're never gonna get an opportunity to be able to get to that next level. You need to understand that you're locked in every single day. You're training every single day. It doesn't matter. You're out on the field training, you're out with your team training, or you're out just training, at home training, or at the gym training. It doesn't matter. You need to put in a little bit of work every single day. You need to write down your goals, and you need to understand that, look, I have these goals, and I need to put a timeline for them. I need to achieve them in the next, let's say, 5 months. One of your biggest goals, for example, is getting on your A team or signing for that new club. You don't understand that if you literally put in just a little bit of work every single day, you're gonna make the progress. Over time, you're gonna make the progress of literally professional players. What do I mean by this? These academy kids, let's say in the Spain or France or whatever, wherever, all the top leagues, all the top clubs out there, these guys are literally living soccer. These guys wake up, school, soccer. Wake up, school, eat, soccer. Wake up, eat, school, soccer. That's literally all they do. If you do a little bit of research, you'll understand that these academies, the reason why they create so many good players is because they live soccer. Their whole life is basically just soccer. All they do is soccer. And you need to understand that you can't go half-assed with this, all right? You can't just go, oh, I'm gonna play hard, I'm gonna train hard, and if it worked out, maybe it's gonna work out. If not, then I guess plan B or plan C. Look, you need to know that for the really professional ones, the ones that we all know, their names out there, look, they didn't go half-assed with it. They decided, okay, this is what I want, and this is exactly what I'm gonna have. And they had it literally scheduled every single day. Even if I'm not training with my team or in the park, I'm actually doing something. Look, if you, let's say try not to never get injured, because it's gonna really set you back. But let's say you get injured, you need to still train. What do I mean by this? You need to go on the computer and search up the best way for recovery, the best way to get into a new club, the best way to train a weak foot, the best way. So you're always out there doing more. You're putting more work than everybody else. Just even if it's a little bit of work, you're still doing it every single day. Look, it's not gonna come easy to anybody. You can't cheat your way to success. Yes, there are kids that has so much money, and they're good, but they're not better than you. But because they got the money, they still make it. So you need to understand that, look, it's not literally almost the whole world against you. Everybody wants the same thing. There are millions. Look, it's easy when I say it, but you need to understand there are millions of kids out there wanting to sign that contract, to be able to play in front of a fully packed stadium, to be able to have financial freedom, you need to put in the work every day. Just a little bit of work every day, you're gonna be better than every single player out there. I wish I knew this, because I would only train with my team, and maybe just touch the ball here and there with my friends. But guess what? I made progress, but little. I made zero progress. During high school season, I would only show up that 3 days after school, just train, and then on game days I was average, sometimes a little bit over average, or sometimes below average, and that's not gonna get you anywhere. That didn't get me anywhere. No college coaches came up to me and said, "Look, you're average. I want you on my team." Bro, no, it didn't work, because I wasn't putting in the work every day. I wasn't researching the top colleges. I wasn't researching the top clubs out there. I wasn't doing the work. I wasn't putting in more work. Look, God didn't think that I deserved it. That's why I made zero progress. Zero coaches was interested in me. But now, when I actually was like, okay, I need to understand that there are academies that live soccer. They don't have a other life besides soccer. You know what that means? Every single day they're training. Every single day they're researching. And I need to understand that they are my competition. They want to sign for that club that I want to sign. And I need to, if not more than them, I need to put enough work to be at their level at least. So that's that. You need to understand the time is ticking, competition is high. You need to put in a little, even if it's a little bit of work, you need to put in a little bit of work every day. You can't just hang out. I mean, yes, you can hang out, yes, but are you gonna waste your whole day on hanging out? Are you gonna waste your whole day on playing video games? Are you gonna waste your whole day on doing stupid shit, scrolling? It's just a little bit of work. Even if it's like not running, if it's not training with the ball, look, there's always research to plan out the future. Which club are you interested in most in? All right, so that's that. First one. Second one, actually lock in. You need to sacrifice things. You need to sacrifice time. You need to sacrifice mornings. You need to sacrifice fun. You need to sacrifice, dude, relationships. There are players out there that lost everything just to sign that highest level Premier League or La Liga or Champions League level competition. They lost literally everything. There are a bunch of stories that I read that people are literally like, this is my life. This is what I want. Yes, you want to keep a balance of, let's say, relationship, family, fun, but you need to, for 6 to 7 to 8 to 1 year, 2 years, you need to just do. You need to lock in like a robot. You need to do the same shit over and over and over again till you see results. You need to understand that the competition is so high, and you need to almost go crazy if you want to make it to that next level. So look, let's say your team, your club, just your club, not even putting out the thousands and millions of other clubs out there. Just your club, there are thousands of kids. There are thousands of players. There's thousands of adult leagues. Everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants to sign pro. And there are going to be players out there that are going to put in work every day to achieve what they want to achieve. God said that this guy deserves it more because he sacrificed for it, because he put in time for it. He actually wanted this from the heart. He wasn't half-assed with it. So look, my advice is, this is what helped me make literally 10x the progress. I was a robot for 6 to 7 months. I did the same shit over and over and over again. I woke up at the same time. I slept at the same time. I ate almost the same foods, and I trained every single day. I researched every single day. Look, I would wake up, have my coffee, train. I would wake up, have my coffee, train. I did that for months. I didn't have a life because I felt that I was behind, and I need to put in the work. I actually put in the work, not just Put in the work 2 days, skip 1 day. Put in the work 3 days, skip 2 days. Bro, and as again I mentioned, there are kids that live this. There are academy teams that live this. They don't have a different life, and they're in Spain. So guess the level they're at. You need to actually lock in, and it might sound bad that you need to be robotic for a couple months, but if you want results, that's what helped me. That's what helped me to be able to get a tryout, the MLS Next team. That's what helped me to literally go from not being able to run 15 minutes of the game to be able to run the whole 90 minutes, to be able to up my stamina, do the research. What foods is gonna help with cardio? What food is gonna help with stamina? What training is gonna help with stamina? If I never became a robot for 6 months, I would have never known how to improve my stamina. I was just for years, and if it was for me for years, I didn't know the right nutrition. I didn't know the right. I didn't even know the right connections. I didn't know the right proper training. Actually, how to better your weak foot, because I wasn't doing the research. I would just I see a lot of players. They would just show up to team training sessions, and then that's it. They're like, oh, I'm done for the day, and then soon some coach is gonna come out of the sky and be like, yo, look, sign this $1 million contract, and you're gonna have a free life, bro. It's not gonna happen. Right now, even a fucking little kid can understand that. It's not gonna happen. The contract is not gonna fly out of the sky for you. You need to put in. You need to. This. I'm gonna end it with this. You need to deserve what you want. God is watching, and He's only gonna reward the ones that deserved it. He's only gonna reward the ones that want it more than everybody else, because it's literally competition throughout the human race. Isn't it all about competition? Isn't it all about the money, the status? Isn't it all about having the best family, the best loving relationship? There are people that are willing to sacrifice everything because it's a competition. And if for soccer, for athletes, it's a competition. Dude, there are some kids bigger than you, stronger than you, faster than you. There are some players mentally sharper than you. But if you want to eventually get to that next level, be as athletic as possible, sign that professional, semi-professional, anything you want to do, you need to actually lock in. It doesn't come with 3 days of work, 2 days of fun, 4 days of work 1 day and 2 days of fun, 5 days of scrolling and then just showing up to training after all that brain rot, scrolling, showing up to training thinking you're gonna become the best. Look, I'm gonna end it with this. There are kids that live this. There are players that live this. They do the work every day. Their coaches, parents make them do the work every day. I need to understand that. So look, down in the link below, I have a free community, completely free. You can join that, and there, I literally drop all the sauce, all the value, everything you need to know about how to train properly, how to recover properly, how to sign for a professional, semi-professional contract, how to play for your dream college, how to get more athletic. Everything, all the sauce is in there. So look, just take a look at the link in the description and take care of yourself. Last thing, you need to put in just a little bit of work every day. I need to actually lock in. Be a robot for 6 months. Do the same shit for 6 months, and you're gonna see a lot of progress. Look, take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Let's fucking get this.